Hi there, just a quick walk around, little demonstration of the Volvo here. Fortunately the lighting's not that great, but I think this camera works up pretty good. One thing I've noticed about this car, it's got the chrome handle. Most of the ones I've seen on the street are black. I don't know a lot about Volvos, but you can see it's a GLT. It's a 1981 according to the title, and I checked the VIN number, but it's got this U-Haul life, well, it's not a transferable, but it's a nationwide lifetime warranty, but I read the paperwork and it said as long as you own the car, since I didn't put it on there. Anyway, there's a new muffler and tailpipe, and the rest of the exhaust system looks good on this thing, but the trailer hitch looks, it's all shiny underneath a little bit of road dirt there. Let me open this up here. These things are built real solid, the bodies are. Door jambs are pretty nice. The headliner is all intact as far as rips go, except for there are two spots. There's this one right here. It's not all that big. Some of the material's still there, but unfortunately somebody snagged that. And then there's another one while I'm zeroing in on the flaws here. There's another one right over the right there, right over the rear door corner area. Other than that, that's dirty. There's no other rips in it. The carpet's got some dog fuzz on it. The interior is not too darn bad, but it certainly needs to be cleaned out. Let's see what else. None of the interior lights are working at this point. This left tail light wasn't. Oops, darn it. I guess that thing shuts easier than I thought. There are no crunches in the car. A couple little tiny dings you can see here and there, like on the roof. Just three little ones down the side right here. But there's a shine, even though some weird stuff happened to the paint. There's these spots on here. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's most severe, like on the roof over the front seat area, and then the hood. Yeah, but even I washed it last night, and even, you know, there's a little bit of a shine on it. I mean, nothing's rusting through. I'm not sure if the thing had some spot-in paint. Probably so, for some reason on the hood and the top of the roof. It's a pretty straight car. This lens right here is not the worst of it. It's got a little bit of a cross crack here. I've got one in the glove box I had from my other Volvo, which was an 82 242 GT, and I ended up getting one of these in some of the parts I accumulated. So I've got a little bit better one that I set it up next to it. It's the same lens. All the side trim is on this side. It's missing the driver's door as far as being on the car, but I've got the part right here, and it's kind of straight. I don't know what's going on with this trim. It's actually stainless trim with a plastic coating on it. Anyway, I don't want to nitpick all the flaws. Both the mirrors are good. You know, they don't flop. They work good. Let me get my light here. Anyway, did I finish telling you that the left tail light started working by itself? But I haven't taken a test light to the fuse panel. You know how these Volvos are, if you know Volvos. They work good when they work, but anyway, and then the power windows. The only one that works right now is the left rear, and it's a little bit slow, but it goes up and down all the way. But the other three are not working right now. Like I said, I haven't really taken the time to figure any of that stuff out. This dome light right here in the front, the switch seems to be frozen. It may just need to be taken apart and cleaned a little bit and lubed. Then that thing would probably work. I actually went to Pick and Pull, and I got a set of these are off another Volvo 240. The rubber's in good shapes, and these would go right on the windshield. You can see those are pretty dried out. This car was sitting since 2011. The windshield's got some sand pits in it. This is the worst crack right here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right there. No splits coming off it. Overall, it's pretty decent. The steering wheel is nice and supple. It's not sun-baked. However, the dash pad, the original dash pad, it's got some cracks in it. You can see somebody bought this, looks like intended for this particular model, a cover. It's got the cutouts for the defroster. This quartz clock actually keeps great time. The dash lights work. It's got the 4-speed with the overdrive button. There's a light on the dash that lights up, and all 4 turn signal lights work. There's an issue with the headlights. The low beams work great right now, but when you hit high beams, one of the low beams goes out. And the gauges work, the gas gauge and the temp gauge. This thing actually seemed to get pretty decent mileage. I drove it from South Seattle to North Seattle, and I drove it up the freeway last night to dry it off after I washed it. Temp gauge runs nice down at about a quarter of the way up, stays right in place. I don't even know how you check the coolant level on one of these things yet, but it just turned exactly 274,000 miles. And last night when I was on the freeway, one test you can see if a car is burning oil and things that you can't see, but like a gradual process is you get in front of other car headlights and you get on it and see if you see the smoke that way. That's not visible to the eye. It's like a constant thin. I got on it hard. I didn't see a thing. So, these Volvos, the rings and pistons and everything, they're really, really superior as far as the metal they use in there. For this kind of mileage, the thing runs pretty good. And speaking of which, I don't know if I finished saying, but the transmission shifts good. The overdrive works good. It drops down quite a few RPMs. In fact, I think it was 45 miles an hour. From 4th gear to overdrive, it goes from 2,500 RPMs to about 1,800. I didn't think my GT had that kind of a spread, but I'll start it up. I'm not real crazy about the fuel injection system. It starts up, it runs a little high for the first couple seconds. I don't know if that's something that can be adjusted or not. My other one didn't do it. Not the end of the world. Everything I own has carburetors on it, but the thing anyway, I'll get out of the car. Oh yeah, let me show you a little bit more. All the door panels and everything are pretty darn nice. The front seats, the front seats are comfortable. They're not ripped up. The carpet's all intact, even under those mats. It's got there's kind of like plastic tubs. They're original floor mats or tubs. The back seat got it the worst. You can see it's got some nasty stuff right there. But I ran my fingernail over it. I think if you shampooed it, it would come back. But the back seat got the worst of it. I know the guy had a dog, and that's probably dog mud. And but I think this thing would actually clean up pretty well. Let me show you the motor. Oh yeah, inside hood latch. Idle seems a little bit unsmooth right now. I think that there's a variable there. I think it actually smoothed up. This car was sitting for 4 years. It was low on fuel. I put $10 regular in it. I think driving it may clean it up. Maybe it needs a filter. But charging system works. Anyway, I won't say a whole lot more. I'll just do a visual and then probably write out some things. It's got some pretty neat wheels on it. All 4 of the caps are there. Oh yeah, and these tires are literally almost like new. I mean, they're supple, there's no cracks in them, they're not dried out. Brand name on them is V Rubber, VEE, anyway, I'll write that stuff, V2, City Star. Okay, that's it, I guess that's all I wanted to show for right now.